Hey guys, welcome back. And today we move on to our next statistical functions, in which we are going to cover minifs. Minifs. So now, when I'm talking about minifs, it's again a version of min function, wherein you can get the minimum value depending upon the certain values which you decide on a criteria. So it is written as mean ifs, and the syntax for it is mean ifs. Yeah, mean ifs. Now, when I'm talking about the syntax, it has the range that you want to cover. Then it will have a criteria range, that would be criteria range 1 and the actual criteria. Okay. Same way, it may have multiple criteria depending on what you want to achieve. So it could have criteria 2, criteria range 2 and its criteria. Then you can have criteria range V and its criteria, and so on. Okay. Now criteria 2 to the uh, next criteria that you want to have are optional. So at least in this mean if function, you need to have at least one criteria on which you want to search the mean. Yeah. As I told you, it will identify the minimum value among a certain set of cells only when the criteria is true. And then it will move on to the other criteria. Now, the hidden quality of mean ifs function are that it ignores hidden rows. So it will, if you have filtered out your row, it will ignore those rows. Yeah. Uh, is efficiently adequate with the date and time, permits users to write multiple criterias, and you can also use logical or wildcard characters within the criteria. Yeah. So let's jump onto a quick example and try to understand how it works. Okay. Now, suppose I have this sales data, as we have seen earlier, from where we got the mean of various data. Now, suppose I want how much sales has happened from books. Yeah. How much sales has happened, the minimum number of sales that happened from books. So what I have, the criteria is books, and I want the minimum of the sales. Yes. So what I'll do is I'll write the formula as is equal to mean if the first criteria that I want to look out for. So I have to specify the mean range. So I have to give the sales. Out of the sales, I need to know the minimum of sales that I have to achieve. Then I have to give the criteria. What is the criteria that I need? The minimum of books. So I have this criteria range from where I have to search for books. Okay. Then, okay, that's it. So this is a simple way of writing minimum function. So what it will do is it will search for books. So we have these books. Yeah. and we are getting the minimum sales of the book. So minimum sales is 700, 400, 600, 900, 500. So the minimum sale that we have for books is 400. So that's what we have got the criteria. Now suppose I want to know minimum of sales which is having a rating more than 3. So I have multiple condition now. I want books and I want rating as well. So I select the rating range and I will say greater than 3, yeah, and I'll close the brackets. If I press enter, you will see it is 700. So 400 had a rating of 2.5. Yeah, 4 had a rating of 2.5. Hence it is ignored. I wanted rating which is greater than 3. Yeah, as per our condition. Greater than 3. That's why it is not taking 600 as well, because it is exactly 3.3, exactly 3. So if I make it 3.1, then it will consider it as the minimum value. Or else it will not. It will take the next minimum, that is 700, which is around 3.5. Okay. So this is minifs function, which will work based on the criteria that you mentioned. Now the points that you need to remember is this is one of the advanced function which was introduced after Excel 2016. Now the dimension of mean range and criteria range argument must be same. So if I try to change the range, so I make it 15 here. Yeah, if I try to change the range of the criteria, it will give me a value error. Same way, if I try to change the range of the search range or the minimum from where I have to search minimum, it will also give me a value error. So the mean range and the criteria range has to be same in order to execute the minifs function. Now, if the condition doesn't match the criteria range of cells, the minif function returns a 0. Okay, suppose I have this function where I want the value which is rating greater than 3. But we know there is no value greater than 4. So if I try to put a value which is not available, which is not greater than, there is nothing greater than 4 for this books, which is having a rating greater than 4, it will give me a 0. Yeah. So if the criteria is not met, then the value that it will return would be 0. And as you can see, I can use any kind of logical operators that I require to run my criteria or execute my criteria. Hope this was very much easy and I was able to make you understand the concept. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because that's how you're going to get all the notification once I upload the latest video. And yes, that will also motivate me to create much more free contents for your people. Thank you so much.